What hides behind the idea of the American dream? Who first brought it to society, and why has it inspired millions for generations? Most people imagine a house, a car, or money in the bank, but these are only the visible results. The real story lies in the hidden decisions, sacrifices, and relentless effort that nobody sees. The term American Dream was defined by James Truslow Adams in 1931, but the concept existed long before that, rooted in United States where people believed it was possible to rise above circumstances, to create a life from nothing, to become more than your beginnings. At first glance, it seems simple. Work hard and success will follow. But the truth is much more complex. It is not a straight line, and it is rarely easy. It requires early mornings, sleepless nights, and decisions that can feel reckless, choices most people avoid. People see the success, the money, the houses, the fame. But they don't see the invisible hours, the repeated failures, the emotional strain, or the moments of despair that shape the journey. These are the moments that separate dreamers from achievers. The American dream is not a promise of comfort. It is a test of endurance. It is the willingness to continue when no one is watching, to keep going when nothing guarantees progress, to act despite fear. Success is built in these invisible moments, not in the final outcome. Consider the millions who came to the United States in search of opportunity. They arrived with nothing but belief. No safety nets, no connections, only a willingness to act on faith and effort. They faced harsh realities, but each small step forward created the foundation for a greater life. Most people wait for certainty. They want clarity before action. They want perfect conditions before risking failure. But the American dream never offers guarantees. Those who wait often remain in place, while those who move without certainty begin to transform reality itself. Every step, even small, matters. Waking up early to work, taking a job that feels beneath your ambition, making choices others criticize, these are the invisible investments that eventually compound into visible results. Persistence under pressure becomes the secret currency of the dream. Failure is not a deviation from the path. It is the path. Losing a job, facing bankruptcy, being doubted, rejected, or misunderstood, these are the crucibles that refine character, sharpen vision, and prepare people for the opportunities that eventually arise. Some people call it luck, some call it timing, but those who have walked the path understand the pattern. Success comes to those who persist through failure, who act in uncertainty, who make decisions when fear tells them to stop. The process is long because it's exhausting. It demands mental toughness and endurance, and it's exhausting. Most people give up because they see the struggle. Momentum is a small project may seem to fail repeatedly. A business may struggle month after month. A career may advance by inches, but invisible effort compounds. Every decision, every extra hour, every calculated risk accumulates into a force that eventually reshapes life. And this is what separates the successful from the rest. Not talent alone, not connections alone, but the ability to endure the invisible phase, to work relentlessly without immediate reward, to act even when nothing is certain. Many attempt shortcuts, many try to bypass discomfort, but shortcuts rarely lead to lasting success. Temporary wins are not enough to build the kind of life the American dream envisions. True achievement is forged in the heat of persistence. Every story of success has hidden chapters. The hours when no one watched, the nights of doubt, the days of despair. The people who failed multiple times before reaching visibility. These chapters are invisible, yet they contain the essence of achievement. Consider an immigrant working 3 jobs while learning a new language, facing prejudice and struggling with basic survival. Every small action, sending a resume, learning a skill, asking for guidance, builds towards something unseen but eventually unstoppable. This is the essence of the American dream. Not comfort, not instant reward, not luck, but consistent, brave, imperfect action in uncertain conditions. Many people fear risk, yet risk is the environment in which the American dream thrives. Without stepping into the unknown, without embracing discomfort, opportunity alone does nothing. The dream connects all successful people. They choose action over fear, perseverance over convenience, effort over passivity. This is why billionaires, innovators, and cultural icons often share similar traits. They endure, they persist, they take risks when others hesitate. Even when outcomes are invisible, even when progress seems non-existent, they act. The difference is that they understand that results are the sum of repeated invisible decisions, not a single defining moment. The American dream is a framework for transformation. It is not magic, it is not passive. It requires discipline. It requires courage. It requires doing what is necessary when it is hardest to do. Imagine a small business owner investing every waking hour into a venture with uncertain returns. Every rejection, every failed strategy, every late night contributes to something that eventually compounds, a stable foundation for future success. This process creates resilience, it builds character, it forms habits that multiply over time, invisible effort becomes visible outcomes, small steps become unstoppable momentum, and this is why most people never achieve it. They stop too early, they abandon the invisible phase. They mistake struggle for failure, but struggle is the language of growth. Every story of enduring success has a turning point, often invisible to outsiders, where accumulated effort crosses a threshold. The moment when persistence becomes unstoppable momentum, when the dream starts to manifest in reality. The turning point is rarely obvious. Outsiders see only the result, the house, the recognition, the wealth. They don't see the years of silent effort, the countless mistakes, the sleepless nights spent learning, adjusting, and persevering. Every person chasing the American dream faces moments of doubt so strong it feels unbearable. The fear of failure, of judgment, of wasted effort. These moments test the heart and mind more than any external challenge. Yet the people who persist will discover a secret. Action in uncertainty is more powerful than waiting for certainty. Every small step forward creates possibilities that hesitation would never allow. Consider the countless innovators, artists, and entrepreneurs who risked everything. They had no guarantees. They faced repeated rejection. They endured poverty, criticism, and isolation. Yet they persisted. This is the hidden force behind every success story. Persistence. Not talent alone, not luck, not connections, but persistence under pressure, through adversity, and despite fear. The American dream rewards those who continue when others stop. It rewards those who act even when the odds seem impossible, who invest in invisible work today for visible results tomorrow. Failure is inevitable. It is not a detour, it is part of the path. Every setback, every mistake, every loss is a lesson embedded in the journey toward success. Without failure, growth is impossible. The dream is forged in these moments of struggle, in the tension between desire and reality, between fear and courage. This is why stories of overnight success are misleading. Overnight success does not exist. Every achievement is preceded by invisible chapters of work, sacrifice, and resilience. Those who endure develop an intuition for opportunity. They see possibilities where others see obstacles. They act decisively because they understand the cost of inaction. The American dream is not passive. It is a framework for continuous, brave action. It demands the courage to fail, the discipline to continue, and the vision to keep moving when nothing is clear. Imagine the immigrant learning a new language while working multiple jobs. Every effort, every interaction, every risk taken, seemingly small and invisible, compounds into life-changing progress. This is why the American dream unites all successful people. Not through shared wealth, fame, or status, but through shared endurance. They all made choices to continue when giving up would have been easier. Momentum is the reward of persistent effort. At first invisible, then gradually undeniable. Effort accumulates, and the unseen foundation transforms into tangible results. Those who quit early never see momentum. Those who persist discover that persistence itself becomes a force multiplier, creating opportunities, building resilience, and reshaping reality. Every success story is the sum of countless invisible decisions, choosing to act when tired, to keep learning when discouraged, to persist when failure seems certain. Action breeds clarity. The more you act, the more the path reveals itself. Waiting for certainty only delays progress, while action generates insight, momentum, and results. This is why risk is essential. The American dream favors those who embrace risk and uncertainty, who understand that safety rarely produces meaningful growth. It is in the unknown, in the uncomfortable, in the untested that people grow. Those who step forward despite fear transform potential into reality. This is the unifying thread of all successful people. They chose action over fear, discipline over ease, persistence over surrender. They endured what most would abandon. Every struggle, every failure, every seemingly hopeless moment builds strength, wisdom, and resilience. These invisible moments are the real currency of the American dream. Opportunity alone is meaningless. Only repeated, brave, disciplined action converts it into achievement. Every small step compounds into unstoppable momentum over time. The American dream is not a destination, not a reward given, not a gift. It is a process, a choice made every day in uncertainty, under pressure, without guarantees. And this is the secret that unites all who succeed. They persist when others stop. They act when others hesitate. They endure when others abandon hope. This is what separates dreamers from achievers. Here is the truth. The American dream is not something you receive. It is something you live, breathe, and build through relentless effort, courageous decisions, and unwavering persistence. The question is no longer what it is. It is whether you are willing to live it. Thank you for listening and staying with this journey through the hidden layers of the American dream. Every step, every risk, every moment of persistence shows that success is built, not given. Remember, your effort today creates your tomorrow. Stay tuned, because the next story will reveal even more secrets behind the world's most inspiring journeys. Don't miss it. Your next spark of motivation is just ahead.